Good morning, guys. Well, for me it's morning. It's 10 o'clock in the morning for me right now. And I have a couple hours until I have to go run off for some appointments. So I figured I'm just gonna come on here for a quick video, call some leads, call some expired and withdrawn listings, and kind of just see what we can get. I know a lot of you liked these types of videos and me explaining the conversations after I actually am able to speak with somebody. So it's been some time since I've done that. So I figured, let's do it today. It's Monday. It is gloomy. I'll show you guys my view from my office. It's just my one of my spare bedrooms, and it is gloomy out there. But my laptop, I got some coffee. Right now I'm just gonna call some follow-up leads, people that I haven't been able to get in contact with, and they're still consistently on our website. So let's give them a call.
At the tone, please record your message.
Hi Charlene, it's Nicole, Realtor with Remax. Just giving you a quick call this morning. Just wanted to see how the home search was going, see if you've come across any properties that you're interested in, or just had any questions I can answer for you today. We'd love to have a quick chat with you. Don't think we've ever had a chance to actually speak. So if you can give me a call back whenever you get a chance, my phone number is 401-952-2250. I look forward to speaking with you. Hope you're having a great day. Bye-bye. And I also log everything that I do, so every time that I leave a voicemail, or if I don't leave a voicemail, or every time I talk to a lead, basically everything that I do, I always note down in the file of that client. So when I go back into it, I know specifically when the last time I called, what I said. That way I'm not repeating myself, or when I do call a lead back that I have spoken with, I can kind of reiterate back as from what we previously spoke about, so they're more willing to kind of engage more in conversation with you when they already remembered that they've spoken to you, they've given you some information, and that you remembered that information, because that's key. That's super valuable coming into this business, is just always following up with your clients and trying not to ask the same questions over and over again, making them understand and know that you listened to everything that they had to say the last time that you spoke. And that you're always doing your follow-up calls, because if you're not doing it, somebody else is. So, and not for nothing, if they signed up on your website, they probably signed up on multiple websites as well, so they're probably getting bombarded with realtors. And not everybody makes their phone calls, not everybody does their follow-up calls. So if you're the one doing that, then kudos to you and props to you, because you're probably going to land that client down the line. So that's why follow-up is very, very important. It's been a little spiel on follow-up phone calls. You just gotta make your phone calls, people. It's really what it comes down to, just making those phone calls. If you're new in the business, when I was very scared to make my phone calls, very scared to pick up that phone. I just felt like I always needed to know the right thing to say at the right time, and that's not always the case. You just have to have the conversation with the person, build that value, build that rapport, and the conversation will just flow. And if they end up liking you, if you end up gaining that value with them, they're more willing to have a conversation with you and use you in the future. And honestly, there's been a lot of clients and leads that have come through my system that I spoke to, and I didn't close a deal with them until sometimes a year later. It's just really all about that phone call. So even though they may not be ready right now, just always call them, always check in with them. If someone says, oh, I'm not ready right now, maybe in a couple of months, and I just tell them, okay, I totally understand that. I'll probably just check in with you here and there, just make sure that, the timeline is still going as planned. And if anything changes, feel free to reach out. And that way they're like, okay, yeah, great. So when you do call them, hey, just checking in like I said I would, or hey, just following up like I said I would. I know it's been about a month or so. Just want to make sure that, nothing has changed. The timeline hasn't changed or anything like that. If you have any questions, I'm here for you. And kind of just, like I said, building that rapport, building that value, always being that face of value for them, and always being in front of them, because they will forget. 100% they will forget. You're not there top of mind when they come to, a year down the line thinking, oh, I think now's the time to buy a house. And not thinking, oh, let me talk to that realtor that I talked to a year ago. If you're staying consistent with them and calling them not non-stop, but calling them consistently, you're going to be top of mind for them. So when they are ready to purchase a home or sell their home, they're like, oh, let me call Nicole. I remember she keeps following up with us, So that's my little tidbit of information for you new realtors out there. Just make your phone calls. Make your phone calls. So, let's get back into making our phone calls.
Hello.
Hi, Tommy.
Yeah, who's speaking?
Hi, this is Nicole. I'm a realtor with Remax. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Good to hear. I was just giving you a quick call this morning. I know you've been browsing our site looking at some properties for sale. How's your home search going?
Yeah, maybe, like you say, I was right now, I'm working right now, and,
You're at work right now? Is that what you're saying? Is
Yes.
there a better time to give you a call back?
yes, call me about 3:30.
3:30?
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. I'll give you a call back a little bit after today, 3:30, 4 o'clock. So I don't forget what I do when I need to call somebody back, especially when it's the same day. I'll add a task for myself, and I'll put this one in for 4 o'clock. That way I get reminded to call him back because I won't remember.
Hello?
Hi, Amy.
Yes.
Hi, this is Nicole. I'm a realtor with Remax. How are you today?
Good, how are you?
I am good. I just wanted to give you a quick call. I know it's been some time since you registered on our site. Just wanted to see how the home search was going.
We're actually not going to sell, and we're just going to stay.
Okay, was there any particular reason for that?
It's way too stressful right now. Everything's going too quick.
I hear you.
Yeah, I'm all set with that type of stress.
No, I definitely...
Take your time.
I mean, the market is definitely slowing down a little bit. We have seen a little bit of a change. I don't know when you were previously looking. Have you like put in offers and they were getting rejected? Is that kind of what steered you in that direction?
No, we have a home we wanted to sell first, and it was just, I'm just nervous about the market in general, and I know mortgage rates are going up, and we have a home, and we've just decided for the time being, we're just going to stay there.
Yeah, no, I totally understand that. I mean, obviously, being a seller, you can definitely, the values are definitely really high. So you could definitely make out on that aspect of things. And
yeah, but then you can't make out on the other side. So.
Well, interest rates are still fairly low. And I mean, they're in the low 3s, which is still fairly low, considering what the market was about a couple of years ago when they were 4.5, 5%. And they do anticipate them going back up to that. So that's obviously going to, potentially slow the market down a little bit, but then, that's obviously not benefiting the buyers considering that values aren't really going to move that much.
Yeah, the inventory was so tight, and anything I was interested in was going in a week. So I said, you know what, it's giving me too much anxiety, so I'm all set.
Where were you looking?
Like Barville, Gloucester.
But how long ago was it that you were looking? Was it recently or was it like
about a month ago?
Okay, so fairly recent, yeah.
Yeah. But we're all set, honey. Like I said, I'm not interested anymore. I'd just rather wait and I don't want to rush into anything.
I hear you. Well, if you want, what I can do for you is just kind of set you up on a search that kind of just targets the areas that you're looking in. That way you just keep an eye on it. If anything comes up that you're interested in. I mean, the market's, it's going to slow down at some point. Which will probably benefit you, because then, you can take your time looking for things. So I can just set you up on that search, you can just kind of stay up to date on the markets in those areas. And then whenever anything changes, when you're ready for it, we can definitely help you out.
Okay. Thank you so much for the phone call.
All right. Of course. No problem at all.
Bye.
I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. So sometimes you just can't really steer them in the direction, they're kind of set in stone on what they want to do. I try to push a little bit. But sometimes I get a little bit when I hear a lead and they're very just like set in stone on what they want to do, it's sometimes hard for me to kind of change their mind. I said what I had to say. I gave them some information, gave them some value, and then telling them that I'm going to set them up on a search just so they can keep an eye on the market, not being too pushy, because sometimes when you get too pushy and too salesy, they get annoyed with you. And that's kind of what I've learned from my experience. So I'm just going to set them up on a search and kind of keep an eye on, see if they keep looking at properties. It's not always that first phone call that you're going to land that appointment with the seller. Sometimes, like I said, it's just that follow-up and keeping in touch with them. Eventually, she is going to sell, just not right this second. So I do these videos for myself as well too, and it's kind of so I can look back and I can critique the conversations that I have with clients, because I can definitely have some things to... Mailman Sam. Here, my dogs are barking. But there's obviously some things I could have done differently in that conversation as well, like selling her on her dream, because that's ultimately what you want to do when you're talking to sellers, is sell them on that dream. And that dream was moving to a different home. And I kind of failed to get what that home looked like. I just got the areas. I didn't get the price range. I didn't get any specifics. Was she looking for a bigger yard? Was she upgrading? Was she downgrading? There was a little bit of a different approach I could have went with. Could have went differently, but I'm just going to keep an eye on the lead and see if she keeps coming to the site, and hopefully just keep staying in touch and staying front of mind and hope for the best down the line. So it is now 3 o'clock and I have about another hour or so until I have to go run off to an appointment. So now what we're gonna do is jump into the expired and the withdrawn listings. So I go back anything over a year ago, because anything recent, the sellers are getting bombarded with phone calls and they're just already annoyed and just kind of pissed off, and the conversations don't usually go well, not for me anyways. So I kind of jump back a year to 2, even 3 years sometimes, and call those expireds and withdrawns. So let's go for it.
Yeah.
Hi, Joseph.
Yes.
Hi, Joseph. My name's Nicole. I'm a realtor with Remax. How are you today?
Oh, my house is up for sale.
Oh, well, and that's usually what you'll get too. People will just hang up. Sounded nice at first and said my house is not for sale and hung up the phone. Hi, this message is for Barry. My name is Nicole. I am a realtor with Remax. I was giving you a quick call in regards to the property at Avenue in Cranston. I noticed that it was taken off the market last year, and I just wanted to see if you happen to accept an offer on that property or if you are currently still the owner. If so, I just had a couple of questions I would love to run by you quickly if you can give me a call back. My phone number is 401-952.
Hello?
Hi, Lynn.
Yes.
Hey, Lynn. My name's Nicole. I'm a realtor with Remax. How are you?
Good.
Just giving you a quick call. Don't want to take too much of your time. I just noticed that the property at 5 was taken off the market last year. Or did you accept an offer on that property, or do you still currently own it?
I own it.
Oh, you do? Was there a reason why you took it off the market?
Well, the deal fell through, the people bought it, so
Oh.
I just have to stay.
Gotcha. Okay. Was it a reasoning as for price that it fell through, or because
No, it was because the people that were buying their house lost their job. So we
Oh,
couldn't-
yeah. Last year was definitely a tricky situation for a lot of buyers out there.
Yeah. Yep.
Are you potentially thinking about? I mean, if you were able to get the right price for that property, would you consider reselling it?
You know, the problem is I have nowhere to go, and I had a condo, I bought it, and then I lost.
So were you looking to downsize? Was that essentially your plan?
Yeah, exactly.
Is it? I mean, is that still something you want to do? If I was able to find you, obviously the condo that you'd be looking for and willing to move to, would you reconsider making that move?
Yeah, I would, but like I said, I don't want to pay through the nose for a condo.
I mean, we don't really anticipate values really going much of anywhere. I mean, what we do see is interest rates are definitely going to start rising as time goes on. I mean, we've already seen a little bit of an increase.
Right.
They were in the high 2s. Now they're kind of trickling into the low 3s, and essentially they're just going to go up from there.
Right.
And obviously interest rates, they can really move overnight, whereas values, they're not going to drop 20, 30, 40 grand anytime soon.
Yeah.
I mean, the inventory is just not there, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it sounds like you're ready to downgrade. I mean, would you reconsider it? I mean, I'd love to meet up with you and kind of go over what I have to offer. Obviously, I know you're probably a little leery about realtors nowadays, considering what happened to you, but I can promise you, I would never let that happen, and I've never had that happen before.
Stay in the Western Cranston, or go to Smithfield or Situate, somewhere close to it.
Is it, so do you specifically want to be in a condo, or would you consider like a smaller single family home?
I would rather be in a condo because I live alone, so.
Oh, so they could take, yeah. Oh no, I totally get it. You don't have to take care of anything. Only the inside is your responsibility.
Exactly.
Well, let's do this. Let's set up an appointment. That way you can get to know me a little bit. I'll give you some information on your house, and then, we'll dive a little bit deeper into.
Back to me, and for you, that if you want to meet me here, I'm like always here 6 days a week, so.
At your house?
I'm not.
Well, I can either meet you there, or I can meet you at your house. That way I can kind of walk around it and kind of just like,
Okay.
even though there's pictures, it's always good to kind of see it in person, and that way I can kind of get a better feel of it. You can kind of show me around a bit, and that way I can give you a more detailed comp analysis on like what it could be priced at in this market.
I think would be a good day.
Yeah. Would you want to do, so I could do this Wednesday if you want to do like 5:30.
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay, let's do Wednesday at 5:30 then, and then obviously if anything changes, this is my personal number, so you can just give me a call, shoot me your text message. I'm pretty easy as far as time wise, so if you need to change a time or if you're running a little bit late, just let me know. But yeah, I'll bring over some information for you. We'll kind of go over what you're specifically looking for, kind of go over some properties, and we'll go from there.
All right.
All right, well, thanks so much for taking my call. I look forward to meeting with you.
You too.
All right, have a good one. That was a great phone call to get on camera. I love how that went. So you can kind of see how I built the rapport, built the value. This is why I like to focus on Cranston, specifically because I grew up in Cranston. So I kind of gained that trust with her, considering she felt comfortable with me. I knew where I was talking about. I knew the schools that I was talking about. And then even she brought up Johnston because Cranston's so close to Johnston. So I was able to really talk about a little bit about me to make her feel a lot more comfortable with me, about the house that the previous owners that I lived in moved into, the street that her daughter now lives in. So all of that really just built that rapport for her to feel comfortable with me, and I was able to land that appointment, which, like I said, is always the goal of the calls, is to land that appointment with the seller. She's definitely going to be motivated to sell, so I'm going to come to her with a lot of information, and I may actually have a buyer for her house, and if not, I know I can get her to sell this house and move into her condo because she's by herself. The house that she is in right now is a very large house, very large home. So she wants to downgrade. She wants to move into a condo where she doesn't have to worry about any exterior landscaping, snow removal for the winters that are coming. So I think we got a good shot with this one. Definitely keep you guys posted on how that goes. Other than that, I think that would be a great conversation to end this video with. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys, even though I'm just kind of sitting here talking with you guys, I hope you enjoy kind of just listening to me, how I have my conversations with sellers, with leads and so forth, and kind of explaining the conversations after I have them, and even critiquing myself. So yeah, if you like these kind of videos, please let me know by liking this video. Comment down in the comment section. As you guys know, I answer to all of your comments. I love when you comment. And even find me on Instagram and we chat there. It honestly is just makes me feel so good. So again, I hope you guys love this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next one.